Welcome to the epic world of dog training. I am JT Lawson. I am the lead trainer at Make Your Dog Epic. I also own the Oklahoma locations for Make Your Dog Epic, where we turn your canine companions into truly epic dogs. Get ready for your daily doses of wisdom as we tackle your questions and unleash the secrets to mastering dog training. As always, our goal is to gain obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, good job. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, let's try again. Oh, what? One more? No? Okay. We are back with the Make Your Dog Epic podcast. I am JT Lawson, and I am the owner of the Tulsa Make Your Dog Epic location. And I am joined here today with Carter, and he has a dog. You have a dog?
True.
Yes, he has a dog. It's a little Chihuahua mix thing?
Not true.
Okay. And so what we're talking about today is potty training. Now, because there's a lot of common myths and misconceptions when it comes to potty training. So I just want to cover a bunch of them and what to do, not to do, because we train dogs in Tulsa, or we are Tulsa dog trainers, and some would like to say, sometimes I say dog trainers in Tulsa. What would you say?
I would say one of three things: dog trainers Tulsa, or Tulsa dog trainers, or Tulsans who happen to be dog training.
That's fair. And today we're talking about potty training in Tulsa. And so there's a bunch of common myths and misconceptions. So let's go through it. Your dog pees in the house all the time, in the bed, on the floor,
That's inaccurate.
everywhere. Carter, what would your response be? Because
first off, are you accusing my dog, or are you making a blanket generalized statement, hypothetical?
I'm not accusing. Your dog's 13.
Yeah.
I have not seen your dog. Actually, I did see your dog poop in your house. Your dog did poop in your house.
It was one time.
Okay. Well, he's just getting up there, dude. You're
Yeah.
going to have doggy diapers soon.
Yeah.
He's getting
It
old.
was probably an accident.
But say, hypothetically, you have a young puppy. It keeps peeing everywhere. In your mind, how do you fix it?
No. Stop. Don't do that.
Okay. So it's not terrible, but you don't want to use a scary voice. So what happens is because I'm asking you this because your answers are going to be a lot of what most people's answers are. So, and I just want chances to tell you you're wrong. So, one of the things that people do, dog pees or poops, they will take the dog and they will get super loud and mean, and they will rub the dog's nose in it. So dogs see in pictures, but they don't think rationally like we do. So that stuff doesn't work with dogs. So what happens is, if your dog poops or pees in the house, and then you come home, a lot of people are like, dude, I come home, and my dog knows it did something bad. I come home, my dog's ears are tucked, he's over there, and he knows. He doesn't know. He just knows you're pissed, but he doesn't know why.
Well, I've had a situation where I get the whole ears back and everything, but I wasn't upset yet because I didn't know yet. So how would they have inferred that I would be upset in that situation? Because
they see in pictures. So what they know, and that's because it's happened before there, is that the dog knows that when you see it, you're going to be pissed, but he doesn't know that that should have happened outside. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I throw a baseball in the house, and my dad, and I don't speak English, and my dad just beats me or takes my head and pushes it up against the baseball.
This is becoming a little too real. Are you sure this didn't really happen?
And that happens. Then what happens is I don't know because I haven't been told that outside is where you do that. All I know is that if I had thrown this ball, Dad's going to get home and be pissed. So, but with the peeing and pottying, the dog just literally can't hold it. So some dogs don't have bladder control until they're like 7 months old or later. So you can't expect.
So you get a catheter in that situation, right?
No.
Oh.
So you can't expect a dog to know that. And then dogs see in pictures, so they're not going to think rationally. So you come home and the dog's ears are tucked because it knows that, hey, if you find it, you're going to be pissed, but he doesn't know that should happen outside, and then it's okay. So another thing people do that, and so also what happens with that is now the dog will start doing it in places that it takes you a while to get to. So they'll start doing it in the closet or under the bed or other places, because now you just create sneaky dogs doing it that way. You're not actually teaching your dog how to do it. So the other thing people do is you take the dog out or you set the bell up on the door. Dog goes, runs around, and then they come back in and we give them a treat. If you do it that way, some dogs will figure out. Most dogs are just going to learn that every time I go outside and then come back in, I get a treat. Because when you reward is important. So what you want to do is you take the dog out. The dog needs to be on a leash. So this is how you do it, Carter. So at Make Your Dog Epic, you can go to our website. It's first lessons 50 cents. We'll walk you through everything ourselves. But this is the quick training tip for potty training. What you need to do is you take your dog, you take it out. Dog has to be on a leash. And you want to go to the same spot every time. Why do you think we would go to the same spot every time, Carter?
Familiarity.
Yes. So the dog starts getting conditioned that, hey, when I go to this spot,
this is the spot where it happens.
Oh, yeah. And what will happen is now you go there and you keep them on a leash. That way they don't get distracted with running around the yard and playing. And you take them to the spot. You need to give the dog a maximum of 10 to 15 minutes, max. If you're going over that, the dog's training you and not the other way around. It should not take that long. And then when you come back in, if the dog doesn't go potty, you need to put them back in the crate for 30 minutes, and then you try again after 30 minutes. And this is very tedious, but it's less tedious than picking up dog pee and poop out of carpets and stuff. So you'll just do it over and over. And then when the dog does potty, you can give the treat, but you need to give it right after the dog's done pottying. You don't wait until you get back inside.
Not mid-pee?
Not mid-pee.
Okay.
No. Right when the dog's done, and then you give the treat. And as you're going, you're just repeating, go potty, go potty, go potty. And then it'll start to click, and then they'll learn that, hey, I need to go to that spot. What a lot of people do is they put the bell, and then dog rings the bell. The dog starts learning, hey, every time I ring the bell, mom or dad comes to me. And then that's how I get attention. And they know they get let outside. They're not doing it because they know they get to go potty. So if the dog is already potty trained, sure, we can introduce the bell. But if the dog is not potty trained yet, putting the bell up is not going to fix it. Or putting the doggy door up, because the dog doesn't understand where it needs to go. Do you have any questions about potty training, Carter?
Still don't know why the catheter is not an option.
Okay.
But, you know. Also, you said about, what was the question? You said if not after 10 to 15 minutes. Why that specific time frame?
Because it shouldn't take that long. So if you're sitting out there for like 45 minutes to an hour, now the dog's training you and not the other way around. So you can shorten it, but then you're not really giving the dog a chance. So I like to do it with any of my dogs and all clients. I just recommend to them about 10 minutes. But because anything more than that, the dog's training you and it's just out there because it wants to go on a walk. But you need to just go to the same spot every single time. That way the dog doesn't get caught just stuck on licking stuff or things like that. And this is all the stuff we teach. So we'll teach you about dog training in Tulsa and potty training and Tulsa dog training and potty training in Tulsa. We'll teach you all of this at the first lesson. It's 50 cents. We also do one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. We have boot camps or boarding schools, whichever one you want to call it, where the dog comes and stays with us. And then after that, no matter what, you get group class forever, and you get a money-back guarantee. Now, the potty training is one of the things we can't give a money-back guarantee on, Carter, because we can't move in with people and make sure that they do the potty training.
You can't?
No, we can't. No, it's not one of the options.
Okay.
So that's where you can go. You can go there. You can give us a call, fill out the form. We'll come out for that first lesson. And as we like to say on the show, we'll talk to you in 5 minutes.
Is your dog and furry friend holding you hostage? Will your dog not stop pulling on its leash and eating your sausage? Who wrote that? Well, I don't mean to brag, but I actually wrote it, and wow, it rhymes. People dig it. Like a dog. You get it? Okay, so I'm just going to keep reading. Will your dog not stop jumping on you or pooping in your house like you're on the set of Jumanji or living in a zoo? It only took me 2 weeks to write that line while sitting at the base of a waterfall, while gazing upon my epic dog. The dog that once held me hostage was now my best friend.
It's so good.
The dog that would never listen was now all ears.
It's so good. I just want to cry.
Pull yourself together, man. And if you too want to transform your dog from a furry terrorist into your best friend, what you need to do is schedule your first lesson at MakeYourDogEpic.com, where your first lesson is always just 50 cents. And with the savings, you can use that to pay the rent. Again, your first lesson is always just 50 cents at MakeYourDogEpic.com. Wow. Stop the endless barking, reduce the aggressive behaviors, prevent dog jumping, stop your dog from chasing the elderly UPS driver as he attempts to deliver a package. Stop your dog from biting Pam, your yoga pants wearing neighbor, as she just attempts to speed walk in peace. Stop your dog from eating your wife's wedding dress and peeing in your closet on top of your Christmas gifts. Stop the madness at MakeYourDogEpic.com. Experience the revolutionary focus-based positive reinforcement training and methodology. Our goal is dog obedience, but never at the expense of dog personality. It's the same dog, but now it's all ears.
Wow.
Man, Carl, you are a talented vocal artist. Well, I can sense I can feel the passion. It's contagious. Well, my friend, I am passionate about the product. I once went 60 days without sleeping.
Really?
My wife's wedding dress got eaten, and my neighbor Pam was bitten by my dog, and
oh man,
my quality of life was at an all-time low. I actually didn't invite people over to my home for months because of the new dog, and I always smelled like urine.
you do still smell a little bit like dog urine.
Before I made my dog epic, I was hostage, and that's where the passion comes from. You got to believe in your product, and you've got to project from the diaphragm.
The diaphragm.
You've got to bend your knees.
Bend the knees. Bend the knees.
Drink ginger.
Drink the ginger.
And you've got to ingest apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider, I can do
and
that.
with a dog bone, you want to chew on the dog bone before the
hard pass. Not gonna
recording, so that you can emulate the dog, and you should listen to Atomic Dog.
I can do that.
But you're not a dog. But you want to just chew on the bone. Get the oversized bone, not the regular size bone.
Hard
That's
pass.
always weird.
Not gonna chew on the bone.
Do you need to have your dog professionally trained? Do you need your dog to stop barking at the neighbors? Do you want your dog to stop going potty in the house? Do you want to have an epic and well-trained dog at an affordable price? What makes the Make Your Dog Epic dog training experience unique? At Make Your Dog Epic, your first dog training lesson is just 50 cents, which is less than $1. Make Your Dog Epic is home to the highest rated, most reviewed dog training company in the area. At Make Your Dog Epic, we will beat any competitor's price for similar services. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer a money-back guarantee. So if the training doesn't work, we never blame you or the dog, it's always our fault. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer the fastest turnaround time in the industry. That way you can start enjoying time with your epic dog as soon as possible. At Make Your Dog Epic, when you schedule that first lesson with us, we automatically enter you in for a chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Whoa! Which is a lot like Oklahoma, except the weather's different. There's beaches, palm trees. But if you'd rather go to Oklahoma, we can do that as well. How does the Make Your Dog Epic training experience work? When you fill out that form on MakeYourDogEpic.com, we are going to call you and schedule that first lesson for just 50 cents, which is less than $1. We are going to meet you for that first lesson. That way we can tell you what it's going to take to get your dog to your goals. Because every dog's different and everyone's goals are different. We'll either do one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. I'll let you guess which one's harder. Or we're going to do boarding school, where you send your dog with us and we take care of all the homework for you. No matter what you do, we're going to make sure everything transfers to you. Because it's pretty pointless if we get your dog to listen to us, but no one else in your family. Disclaimer, currently we do not offer a service that will get your in-laws to listen to you. You will receive unlimited ongoing group class for the remainder of your dog's epic life. That's because we want to be there for you and your dog forever. We never want you to have to use another trainer after training with us. Our goal is to teach obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality, because if we get your dog to listen, or we have to crush its spirit in the process, what's the point? Our motto is it's the same dog, but now it's all ears. You'll now have a well-behaved dog that you can walk or jog with without it channeling its inner sled dog and pulling you down the street. You will have a dog that won't bark at the neighbors or potty in the house. You will be entered in for a contest to win a dream trip to Hawaii that we will be giving away every January.
Wow, wow, whoa, yippee-oh, yippee-yay. Take that first step and schedule that first 50-cent lesson at makeyourdogepic.com. Makeyourdogepic.com.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Here we go now.